Okay. So we are going to talk about numbers. And with that being said, Eternal Goddess, do you want to speak on something? We can't hear you.
Peace and love, y'all. I don't have too much to say, but I hope y'all having a great day, and I hope y'all learn so much, from our lectures tonight on the Living and Living portal. Tap into yourself, connect to yourself, and be the highest and best version of yourself that you can be.
Okay, period. Okay. So tonight, this first podcast, we're going to go really quick because we actually did it last week. So we're going to go quick when we do this podcast because we wanted you guys to get what we were talking about because it's very important for you to receive what the message that we gave last week. So with that being said, I talked about 143, that means love. So we know that the number four represents grounding. The number four is a grounding number and is associated with stability, prosperity. And when the number four appears as an angel number, it can indicate that you are in the process of grounding yourself. It can also mean that you need to acknowledge your own hard work. So, with that being said, my number is 444. I always see 444. No matter what, I see 444. So, that's just saying to me is that four is about the foundation for me and it's about building a stronger me and bringing more supportive people to like I did with this platform. So, we went from one goddess and now we have two goddesses. So it's all about building platform because each one of us are going to look at something differently. And you will see that in the next podcast because we're all going to talk about the firmament, but you're going to receive it from each one of us that will be different. Okay. So four is a grounding angel number. Gratitude is important when you when it seeks you out. Okay, so that means be ready. Don't be at the point where you're talking about. I don't know. I should. No, go for it. And that's with anything that you do. Like I said, today is a good day to sow your seed because it is 1111. Today is a good day to sow that seed to manifest the things that you want. Because remember, you are God. God is within you. And once you learn how to use your power, nothing can stop you. Nothing at all. So, with that being said, hey Leo, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let Sun Goddess break down 102 minerals in the body. So it's all about numbers right now.
All right. Thank you for giving me the floor, Spirit Queen.
You're
Peace and
welcome.
love to everyone. All right, guys. So the concept of 102 minerals in the body often refers to the belief that the human body requires a variety of minerals for optimal health. So that includes 5 major minerals and numerous traces of minerals. So I'm going to give you these breakdowns of the essential minerals, okay? So the 5 major minerals, okay? And these are required in larger amounts and they play a crucial role to our very body function. So the brain, how we talk, how we speak, how we react, certain things of that sort. So I'm going to break down the first mineral, okay? The first mineral is calcium. How many people heard of calcium? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure y'all know what calcium is. Calcium is. Y'all see it a lot of times in food, water, minerals, different things like that. That's why they call it minerals. But calcium actually stands for, it's actually vital for bone health and your muscle function and then your nerve transmission. So those are the things that calcium produces, okay? So that's the first one. The second one is called phosphorus, okay? Phosphorus is important for bones, your teeth, and cell function. So that's what phosphorus is for, okay? Now, we have the third one. How many of y'all heard and seen potassium? Always see potassium. You see it in, the back of bottled waters, different things of that sort. You may see it in food. Potassium actually helps regulate fluid balance, muscle contractions, and nerve signals. So that's what potassium produces, okay? And then the fourth one is sodium, okay? Sodium is essential for fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contractions, okay? So that's what sodium is. And then the last one but not least, for the major 5 minerals is magnesium, okay? How many people heard of magnesium, okay? So magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymes and reactions. So that includes energy, your production system, and DNA synthesis, if I said that right. But it helps with your DNA, and like I said, it helps include the energy and the production system of your DNA and different things of that sort. So that's what magnesium is. Now, there's also more minerals, like Spirit Queen said, there's 102 minerals in the body. So the most important ones are the ones that I just named, and then we have trace minerals. So these are needed in like smaller quantities, but are like equally essential to the body function. So there are approximately 72 traces of minerals that contribute to various aspects of health, okay? And so that includes iron. I know how many people heard of iron. A lot of people I see all the time always eating that ice because they iron low and different things like that. So it's always good to make sure that you get your iron. Now, what I want to say about that really, really quick with the iron, make sure you write this down, and this may be good for you too as well, Spirit Queen. If you have some herbs called bladderwrack root, okay? You've heard of that. That helps with iron. Okay? Damiana root, dandelion root, and bladderwrack root, and burdock root actually helps with iron, okay? And so then we have zinc, we have copper, we have iodine, we have selenium, each supporting various functions like the immune system, oxygen transport, metabolism. So these minerals support the body, balance, strength, and overall your well-being.
Okay. So those are a lot, 102 minerals. She broke down the major ones. And just make sure if you don't have the herbs, at least try to eat the foods that have those things in them, like potassium, that's bananas. Iron, you can eat beets. But beets is one of them. We did do a 7-day fast about a month ago, and we talked about some of those same minerals that she just talked about. If you don't know where to get the copper from, you can actually use the copper from jewelry. So you don't have to actually eat it, but you can put it on your body, and that does help. In fact, me and Sun Goddess was just having a conversation before we came on, and copper is something that when back in the day, when somebody nose bled or anything, they would put those copper keys around their neck, and that will stop the bleeding because it is copper. And Sun Goddess, do you have your necklace on?
I do.
So Sun Goddess necklace is actually made out of copper. So we'll get into that particular mineral a little later on down the road. That might be something for 2025 that we'll talk about. But there are different ways for you to get those minerals. So she mentioned a few for iron. I actually use a lot of those that she talked about, and I actually don't eat ice like that anymore. So it's been about maybe 2 months. I put a little ice maybe to get the things cold, but that's about it. Eternal Goddess, did you want to touch base on any of the minerals that she talked about?
Yes, I was gonna say, with the copper or whatever like that, my nose used to always bleed a lot. So I have been eating a lot of ice lately. I stopped, but I've been eating a lot of ice lately. So I feel like that has to do with my iron and all of that being low. So, that's a great recommendation for me. I'm gonna give me some of that so I can take it for myself. But yeah, it is really good because when you put brown paper under your at the roof of your mouth, like right there behind your lips, it stops the blood. So whenever my nose would bleed, it would stop the blood from coming out. It would flush.
Look how amazing the Most High God made our body. We always talk about our body can heal itself. We don't need pharmaceutical medicine. Our body, the way the Most High God made our body, it actually can heal itself. So we talked about this last week, and only thing you got to do is just we telling you what to do. It's very simple. It's not costly or anything like that. Make sure you're getting those raw vegetables in. Make sure you're getting those fruits in. We did a 7-day fast about a month ago, and some people did raw, some people did juicing, but we're gonna bring that back again in January because I think we should do it at least once a month. So we're not going to do it in November, but let's at least bring it back in January. December is Christmas, so everybody gonna eat all that stuff that they gonna eat. So we'll do it in January, a 7-day fast. You can either do raw. Raw means that nothing is cooked. So you eat just the natural vegetables themselves. That's what raw means. In case people don't know, what does you mean raw? Yes, so that means you just eat the broccoli right out the thing. You eat the cauliflower right, no cooking it, no steaming it, no nothing. And then your vegetables, your fruits, and then you can just juice those in a juicer, or you could do smoothies. But again, raw form is always the best form. Okay. So that's it about the minerals. We kind of going to the point because we actually did this last week, but we wanted to bring it back because the video was not very clear. Okay. So anything else about the 102 minerals or about the 143 meaning love or the number 4?
Oh, yes. And even if you guys, as the things that I mentioned above, like certain things, if you're unable to get those certain things for your minerals, we all know that you can get sea moss, okay? Because that also contains 102 minerals in the body. And so that'll be perfect if you have sea moss gel, you have sea moss powder, you can put that in your food, you can put that in your water. But you always want to make sure if you are taking sea moss that you take it daily with your alkaline water.
And that's so important to make sure you're drinking the right water. It really is. And let's get away from brushing our teeth with that fluoride. But that's another podcast for another day. But it was on my mind, so I wanted to mention it because there are a lot of toothpaste that don't have the fluoride. And just thinking about the water, that's why I mentioned it. So get away from that fluoride water. You want to drink spring water. The best spring water is Mountain Valley because this is in a glass bottle instead of the plastic bottle. Okay. So, with that being said, let's get to it. 666. I know y'all see it in the title. 666. Oh no, not that number. It's terrible. Oh my God. Stop it. It's you. It's you as a whole, period. And on that note, I'm going to let Eternal Goddess tell you all about 666.
All right, y'all. So, first, when we talk about 666, first we need to talk about, carbon. And carbon is the building block for all life on Earth. They also form complex molecules like protein and DNA in our bodies. It's also used in industries for fuel like coal, oil, and natural gases. So carbon is essential for all living organisms. It is the backbone of our biology. The only thing that makes carbon the most sought after element in the entire is its ability to bond with other molecules. They share electrons in between atoms. Carbon has 6 electrons. 4 out of the 6 electrons are found in its outer shell. Now, the outer shell of our electrons has the ability to have 8 electrons. So, essentially, carbon is not just 666, it is also 668. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and also 8 electrons. And we call this tetravalent bonding, which states that carbon has the ability to bond with 4 other atoms. This creates strong carbon chain, which forms carbon rings and creates carbon branches. So this is also the structure of carbon to lock in our DNA in our body. So in other words, carbon is how we burn energy in the body. So with that, it's able to change. It never stays the same. So that's where we get that from.
She said that's how you get that DNA.
Yep.
If you don't know, now you know.
Oh, yes.
Sun Goddess, do you want to touch on this?
Yes, she explained it well, and she broke it down to its extreme. Like she said, it's 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons of the body. Many people always, when they look at 666, or you can go tell them to play 666, oh no, that's not good. No, because when you think about it, 666 is actually a spiritual awakening number. It's actually letting you know to wake up and to open up and to be able to, because you're actually learning lessons with that number. And then actually when you turn 666 upside down, what do you get? You get 999. Right. So it's a transformation number. It has meaning behind it. So if you ever even see that number, make sure that you actually look it up. Look it up in spiritual terms and actually just look it up, period. And it's going to tell you what it means. It has a message behind it for you. Because there could be some element in your life that you're facing, and if there's a reason why you're seeing 666.
Right.
Okay? Because you don't see it often. Certain people see it, but not all people see it, because some people may get the 666, and then you may have some people that may get the 999, because people are on different realms and need to learn different things. So all of these numbers is definitely meant for something for you. It's definitely meant for a lesson. They're all spiritual. No number is bad.
Right.
No number is bad.
And even when it comes to your birthday, you chose what zodiac sign you wanted before you even got here. So you chose that. Not your mama, not your daddy. You chose that. So my number is 425, and it's so funny because I think yesterday I seen my birthday 425, but I normally see 1222 or 444. Those are my numbers, 1222 or 444. So write down if you have numbers that you see all the time, and then see if it's a pattern. Like, are you doing something specific when you see those numbers? Write those numbers down, okay? I think today, me and Sun Goddess, I think we text each other about 5 times. We say 333, 555, 111, 1111. So, that's why I said today is a good day to plant your seed, being that it is 1111. And it just happened to be that we're doing the podcast on 1111. It wasn't even planned, and we're doing 2. So that just goes to show you that numbers are very important. Okay. So with that being said, did you young ladies want to touch on anything else?
No, just knowing that everything that is outside of you is showing you a connection within yourself, and it's all synchronicities, for us to help us, guide us, and show us, on our journey and on our path to connecting with ourselves within, creating that balance, grounding ourselves, and yes. Always remember, and I'm going to say this, always remember that the Most High does not make mistakes in the universe, okay? Yeah. Everybody's here is to fulfill a purpose and to fulfill a prophecy. So always remember that. And when you're seeing these numbers, always remember that there's a lesson to everything. And I always tell Spirit Queen this, I always say that this is Earth University, guys. You're constantly learning lessons every day. This is a university. You're in school.
Yes.
You're learning. You're on different, you on different levels. You're probably on the second dimension. Somebody probably on another dimension before you, but that's okay. You have to keep on learning to be able to get to where you want to get to that higher level, or to get to the level 7, or to get to that next page, or to get to that next chapter. But one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to keep repeating the same lessons over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because you will get those numbers that will show up to you too. And the Most High will show you that you're repeating these lessons. And sometimes people, they stay in things and situations where it's hard for them to let go. Mm-hmm. Once you let go, that's when all of the abundance and the blessings and all of those good things will open up for you. But you have to be able to let that go, because if you know something, and if you feel it inside, because you always feel it, you'll have that instinct. If you feel inside that you need to let something go, let it go so you can receive those blessings. Because the more that you hang on with it, the more that you're prolonging and you're actually blocking your blessings to be able to receive what it is that you need to receive. Or angels.
Or sometimes it might not even be a blessing. Sometimes it can just be moving on to the next stage or the next level that you're supposed to be on. I was texting somebody early this morning, and they were saying that this young lady was going through a situation that happened to her a long time ago. But like I told her, in order to start the healing process, is that she has to release it by letting it go. If you continue to hold on to something, you keep saying, oh my God, he kicked me in my toe and I just can't get over it. Well, guess what? You'll never heal. You will never heal. You have to let it go. Period. I made the example as simple as can be. Somebody kicking your toe. But a lot of times we hold on to stuff that we shouldn't even hold on to. Why? There's no growth. Either he loves you or he don't. Either she loves you or she don't. But one thing that you have to remember, if you don't remember nothing at all in this world, you came into this world by yourself to learn a lesson and to grow. Whether it's for the good or whether it's for the bad. Because everybody is not here for goodness and everybody is not here for badness. So everybody has a purpose, like Sun Goddess said. But you know your purpose. Mm-hmm. Your purpose could be you here just to rob people. That could be your purpose. Somebody else's purpose could be, they here just to love on people. But whatever it is, stop holding on to things, especially us women. We have been, 85% of women have been touched at a younger age. Let it go. Let it go so you can grow. Period. Period. So on that note, we're going to close out those that's on here, and we're going to come back in about 3 minutes to do the podcast for tonight, because the one we're doing right now is for last Monday, because again, it was not a clear video. So we wanted to make sure that you guys receive this, because it might be somebody out there who iron is low. It might be somebody that want to know about the minerals and what to do to heal themselves instead of pharmaceutical drugs. So this is why we brought it back. You might not know what numbers mean. So this is what we're teaching you every time we come here. You can only receive knowledge and wisdom when you come here. So that every time you come here, you are growing whether you know it or not because you're receiving it. Now what you do with it is up to you. But every time you tune into Let's Talk podcast, you are receiving your knowledge and your wisdom, and also your energy is going to be start getting a little brighter and brighter. Okay. So on that note, I'm gonna let Sun Goddess take us up out of here, and then we will be back in 3 minutes. So I hope you guys come back because we're gonna talk about the beginning, the firmament. What is the firmament? We hear about it all the time. Is the earth flat? Is it round? You're going to make your own decision after this podcast. You'll make your own decision. We're not going to tell you. We're going to give you the information and you decide what it is. Go ahead, Sun Goddess, and take us up out of here.
All right, guys. So on the second half, you're going to get a beautiful meditation video. But I want you guys to go ahead and look up 432HZ, cellular health and balance. And this actually helps with the minerals in your body. So minerals play a crucial role in the cellular process. And the reason why I chose 432HZ, it has a reputation for promoting cellular coherence, which could theoretically enhance mineral functions at a cellular level. Okay. And with that being said, we love you guys. Peace, love, and light. If you guys have any questions, make sure you hit me up in my inbox. You can hit Eternal Goddess up in her inbox, or you can hit Spirit Queen up in her inbox as well. And also, Spirit Queen also always puts her number out there. If you're going through anything, feel free to call her. Her box is always open. Okay. With that being said, peace, love, and light to you guys.